Hello everyone, in this video, I will introduce you to fuel cell, in particular hydrogen fuel cell. I will also show and describe briefly the components of a fuel cell, as well as the assembly process of a fuel cell. So let me begin with the definition of fuel cell. Fuel cell is commonly understood as a device that converts fuels into electricity. But a more precise definition of a fuel cell is a device that converts high energy content chemicals or fuels into low energy content chemicals, which involves electricity. In other words, electricity is a byproduct of this process, but because it's a more useful product, oftentimes people recognize it as the main product instead of the byproduct. Among many types of fuels that have been used for fuel cell, hydrogen is the most popular fuel or most used fuel for fuel cell. The reason is because hydrogen is more abundant and more available than other fuels that can be used for fuel cells, such as methanol or methane. And recently, the emerge of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles raises fuel cell popularity. As you probably have known, there are thousands of these fuel cell vehicles on the road now. Toyota Mirai, manufactured by Toyota, a top automotive company in Japan, has been the leader in this hydrogen vehicles market today. Now let's look at the components that make up fuel cell. Fuel cell is a device with multi-layer components, like a sandwich. At the outer layer, we have a couple of flow fields or bipolar plates made of graphite, one on the anode and the other on the cathode. These flow fields distribute gases and provide channels to accelerate water removal. The subsequent layer is gas diffusion layer, a conductive porous layer made of carbon fiber paper to regulate air or fuel to the catalyst layer and water from the catalyst layer. The next layer is the catalyst layer, in which the reactions happen. This layer is made of carbon-supported platinum and provides sites for the electrocatalytic fuel cell reactions. In the middle of this multi-layer structure is the proton exchange membrane made of ion conductive polymer. The function of this layer is to transport protons from the anode to the cathode. This is how a fuel cell MEA with a pair of GDLs look like. And the one on the left here is an MEA without GDL. You can also see the thickness of an MEA. The next component I'll show you here is the flow field. The flow field is made of graphite, and you can also see the thickness of the flow field. And this is how it's assembled in a cell. The MEA with the GDLs is placed on the first flow field and then will be sandwiched with the other flow field. The boundary of the active area here is sealed with a rubbery material to prevent leakage. And this is how an assembled single cell of fuel cell connected to the test station looks like. This cell is basically ready for testing. So that's all for this video. See you in the next video.